Okay. I feel funny. I feel real weird. You see that steam? Maybe you don't see it. I see it. Oh, but it's gonna burn me. I'm not gonna drink that. Hey guys! I don't know what to do with my hands. Jazz hands.
Nope. Charlie, that's enough. Hey guys, it's Molly. I am here, as you may have gathered, to do an anti-haul. To those of you who aren't aware of what an anti-haul is, this is a video all about the things that I'm not going to buy. It is the antithesis of a haul video. Haul videos are very popular on YouTube. People love to see what other people have purchased. So I personally really like watching anti-hauls. I feel like it helps to keep my consumerism in check. So if I can have that effect on somebody else, then I consider that a blessing. Some of us are a little trigger happy with the old credit card when we're purchasing makeup, among other things. But you know, there's a lot on the market and we don't need all of it. So this is just a list of the things that I'm not going to purchase for myself. You may love some of these things and that's totally cool. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that, sorry, my cat sneezed, got distracted. Anti-hauls use hyperbole, okay? This is an exaggeration. It's not that serious. It's not the end of the world. If I purchase one of these things, it's not the end of the world. The fact that these are being released is not the end of the world. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. The other thing you'll notice is I'm sitting off to the side. Why is that? Because over here somewhere, I'm going to insert screenshots. Insert. I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands. I should probably sit on them. That's uncomfortable. I'm not going to do that. Okay, pulling up my pants. Getting ready to talk about some stuff. So the first item that I have on my list is the Crayon Case, that's the brand. The Crayon Case, the Matte Book eyeshadow palette. It looks like this. I probably don't need to do that for everyone, do I? This. There's a couple of reasons I'm not purchasing this. Number one, and probably most importantly, is the owner's less than professional attitude. So I get most of this stuff, actually all of this stuff is from the TrendMood 1 Instagram page. If I can figure out how to link something from Instagram down below, I will. I'm not technologically savvy. I'm working on it. I'm getting better, but not where I should be. So TrendMood had posted a picture of this and it was getting some feedback. People were saying how it was like the James Charles and Morphe palette with the different size pans. This is what that one looks like. Here's a picture of that. So people weren't happy about that, but there was other actually constructive criticism that people were making. And the owner was just, I was looking through and she had responded to pretty much most of the comments that were constructively criticizing her product. And it was almost like she had no idea that that's a thing, that people voice their opinion on TrendMood. And it was very clear that she couldn't handle it, at least not in a professional manner. So that was one of the reasons why I just, I don't want to buy it. It turned me off, you know, and that's the thing that brand owners need to be aware of, that bad behavior like that turns consumers off to your product that you are defending. If you really want it to sell, you need to, I don't know, if you want to respond, fine, but respond in a way that is supportive of that consumer. Unless that person's just being a jerk. But these people weren't being jerks. They were just stating their opinions. So there's that reason. Secondly, I just don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need more colorful shadows. I have a lot of colorful shadows. In my day-to-day life, I'm not wearing bright blue eyeshadow. I might wear brights like maybe on a Saturday if I'm feeling particularly creative that morning and I want to do something fun. For like full-on colorful looks, that's reserved for Halloween. That's it. That's it. So I don't need it, and I'm not going to buy it. Also, I completely forgot to say this at the beginning of the video, and shame on me. We have to give credit where credit is due. This style of video was made popular or possibly even started, I honestly don't know which one of those it is, by Kimberly Clark. I miss her. I love her. She hasn't posted anything in almost a year because she's been on tour with somebody. I don't remember who. I know I should know that, but I don't. She's the queen of anti-haul videos. She does a great job. And she always says, I don't need it and I'm not going to buy it. So I think I'll probably say that too because I want to be like Kimberly Clark. All right, number 2. The Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. It looks like this. Why?
Why? Why is this a thing?
So Urban Decay recently retired their old original Naked palette that had been on the market for over a decade, I think. Classic. It was iconic. I think pretty much everybody owns a Naked palette. Every single person on the planet. They loved it. Like it was a huge thing. It started something big in the makeup community. And like that was kind of what fueled the palette craze that we see now. If you hear clicking, it's my dog's claws that need to be trimmed. He's walking around. So they retired this palette, and so many people were saying, I bet that they're going to release a new version of this. And what do you know? A few months later, here we go. They even had a funeral for the original Naked palette. It was pretty over the top. They made a really big deal about it, you guys. And that is why, because here we are with this new, boring, bland palette that has been done thousands of times before. Nobody needs it. Nobody. We all have neutral palettes. I have a ton of them. I'm not going to buy this. I just, they could have done something. They could have been somebody, and they did this instead. And that's just too bad. They could have, like, seriously, Urban Decay. Why? All right. The next thing is the Cosmo Beauty Roller Glow. Looks like this. First of all, I don't know if Cosmo Beauty is cruelty-free. I can't find any information about it other than a general statement that they don't test on animals, which, by the way, does not mean cruelty-free. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way. Why? I don't understand. I would end up with racing stripes on my cheeks. I don't need this. That's just all there is to it. It's the roller thing. I don't need a paint roller to put my highlighter on. I don't understand why this is a thing. It doesn't need to be a thing, and it's not a thing that I'm ever going to use, so I'm not going to buy it. Cosmo Beauty does have some super cute stuff that I would like to get. I need to know if they're cruelty-free. I don't know what else to say about it other than I don't need a paint roller to put highlighter on. I think that that's a facial travesty waiting to happen. The next thing is the Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette. Lime Crime could have done so much more with this. You look at the outer packaging and you think that you're going to get this palette that is richly pigmented and beautiful. You don't. You get a palette that is muted greens and browns. And the greens are so muted, they almost look beige. I think that they just really missed the mark. If your outside packaging looks one way, then the inside packaging should look at least something like it. And it doesn't. This is just another boring neutral palette that we all have 1,000 times over, and we don't need it. So I don't need it. I'm not going to buy it. And then there's the whole thing about Lime Crime's history, which if you're not familiar with it, maybe look into it. They have a new owner now. Doe Deer is on the board. So who knows what sort of leadership role she has with them. I honestly don't know. Jay Kissa is a YouTuber. She did an interview with them, and it still didn't like satisfy my need to know that they've improved or they're any different. So I'm not going there. And for those of you who don't know, their history is pretty spotty, and Doe Deer is just problematic, to put it lightly. Like, she thought it was cool to dress as Hitler, which maybe she didn't get the memo that that's just not something that we do in modern society. Because that was a dark, dark time for the world. So, not gonna buy it. The next thing, and this makes me sad because I really like Casey Holmes. She's another YouTuber. I love her videos, but she collaborated recently with Physicians Formula and released a palette. So there's a bronzer, a blush, a highlight, some eyeshadow shades, and then a perfume that smells like the butter perfume, or the scent that's in the butter products, which smells amazing in my opinion. I know some people hate it, but I really like it. And every time I use that on the butter bronzer on clients, people are like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Yes, it does. But I'm strictly not buying this because of the packaging. It is huge. It looks like it's really bulky. I would have nowhere to put it. So that's the only reason, literally the only reason I'm not buying that. The next thing that I have is the Kylie Cosmetics highlighters. I don't know who the Kardashians are. I know who they are. Like, I can look at a picture and be like, oh, I think that's a Kardashian. Most notably Kim. I know who Kim Kardashian is. She's married to Kanye. But maybe he's a nice guy. I don't know. I don't know Kanye. I don't know any of these people. But why are they famous? What have they done? I don't get it. I don't know if I'm just too old to understand it. That might be what it is. I don't get it. They're like this generation's Paris Hilton. What did she ever do to be famous other than have a rich dad? I think that's all it takes. You just have to know somebody. Have a rich family member and you can be famous too. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't take like a particular talent or skill set. You're famous. And you can make makeup and people will buy it because you're famous. I don't like that mindset. I don't have that mindset. I don't understand that mindset. And then on top of the fact that I don't really know why the Kardashians are famous, but secondly, I feel like we have a lot of highlighters. I don't know why we keep coming out with new ones. The third thing is her return policy. You can't return things. You buy from her website, but you cannot return them. And that is a problem. When they are the price point that they are, this is a high-end brand. And I can't return it? No. If I'm spending more than $5 on a product, I want to be able to return it if it doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? I think the only time that I don't return something is if it's like Wet n Wild, because it's a $5 product. If that, that's like the most. They might charge a little bit more for some things. Regardless, I'm not buying that. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the Kat Von D. I have to read this one. Glimmer Eyes Liquid Stick Eyeshadows. She came out with 2 shades. That's it. 2 shades. Gunmetal Gray. And the other one's like a rusty, orangey, reddish brown. No. First of all, the name. Liquid Stick? No. We need to come out with just a name. I don't like it when words are combined to make new words. I am not a fan. Liquid Stick. No. There's the Kat Von D controversy. She is so problematic. It's not even funny. Regardless of how you feel about vaccines. I get it. Vaccine side effects happen. It's freaky. It caused me to question whether I was going to vaccinate my son. I did, but I get being a new parent and being worried about that stuff. So the vaccination thing aside, the woman is anti-Semitic. She has so many things. If you look into her history, it is concerning. And I'm not comfortable supporting that. So I don't. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's the anti-Semitism, there's the glorification of pedophilia, which makes me feel icky inside. There, you know, she named a lipstick Underage Red. No, that's not okay. And then the whole Lolita collection, which, if you don't know, Lolita is a book about a pedophile and his obsession with a little girl. Not okay. And maybe she named it Lolita after the, like, Japanese fashion thing that I don't even know what that is entirely. No, like, but where does that name come from? Probably the book. So, not into it. I don't like Kat Von D. I'm sorry. This just got heavy. Talking about pedophiles and racists. Whew. No, don't want it. I don't want that anywhere near my makeup collection. I use makeup as an escape, as a fun thing to do. This is my relaxation where I don't have to worry about the world's problems. So I don't want the world's problems in my face when I'm buying makeup, using makeup, thinking about makeup, touching makeup, whatever. Okay, moving on. This is getting deep. The next thing is the Besame and Disney Peter Pan collection. I've gone back and forth on this because the packaging is super cute. I love it. They're clamshells. I mean, what's more adorable than that? It's just a little bit annoying that it's the Peter Pan collection and not the Little Mermaid collection. And I get it. There's the Mermaid Lagoon and Peter Pan. It's like a 2-second clip in the entire movie. And we're doing a collection on Peter Pan that's all about mermaids. Makes sense. No, it doesn't. It makes no sense. And I don't like it. So I'm not going to buy it for that reason and that reason alone. But you know what? If it's those little things that help me save my coin, then I am all for it. So yeah, you guys, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not bad. 8 products that I just saved money on because I'm not going to buy them because I don't need them. Let me know if there's anything that I mentioned that you want to get. You don't care what anybody says. I would love to hear about it. Let me know if there are things that you are really turned off by that brands or companies have done. I'm curious about it. But yeah, other than that, that's about it for today's video. I hope that you guys will subscribe. And if you do, you should ring the bell so you get notifications for when I upload. And yeah, that's all I got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.